Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do a Barbie inspired makeup look. Barbie has been literally everywhere these past couple weeks and I thought it'd be appropriate to do a little fun little pink Barbie look. I was gonna wear a pink shirt. I have like one specific bright pink shirt in mind, but I could not find it. It's just gone. So, pretend this red shirt is pink. Anyway, if you guys are new here, hi, my name is Vivian. I'm a robotics engineer with a love for all things beauty and makeup related, and I'd love it if you liked and subscribed if you aren't already. And with that being said, let's just hop into it. I started to do a look and I didn't like it, so I wiped it off, and now we're trying again. But there's like a little bit of pink residual eyeshadow, so I feel like it kind of looks like I have pink eye, but we're gonna pretend that that is not the case. So I'm gonna put a little tape on my eye. I have this inspo pic that I'll put up on the screen, and I think that is really cute and simple enough for a noob like me to do. So we're gonna try it. I don't know how people put tape on their eyes like this all the time. It's very uncomfortable. Let's start off first with the Beauty Bay Youtopia palette. I am going to take a somewhat fluffy brush and go in with this shade called Bliss, and I'm gonna start putting this just on the lid. Okay, I think that's a good amount of pink. Now, I'm gonna go in with my Soph Supersize palette, and I'm gonna go in with this ColourPop E25 brush. It's just like a flat kind of smudger brush type thing. I'm gonna go in with this red shade called Extra Spice. And I'm basically only gonna run this along the lash line. I think that's good in terms of eyeshadow, but I do want to draw like a little heart type thing. So I have my Beauty Bay Aquavated liner palette, which is just like a water liner type thing. I'm just going to spray a little bit of my, what is this, Makeup Forever Mist and Fix. It's just a setting spray. I'm going to take my Spectrum and Katie Jane Hughes number 22 brush. It's just this very thin detail brush. Give this a little mix, and I am going to just try to draw a little heart out here. Maybe it'll look a little bit cuter when I take the tape off, but I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. They are not even whatsoever. This one is much larger. The shapes are different. We're gonna ignore that, okay? I'm gonna take a little bit of my Danessa Myricks Twin Flames Multichrome Pigment in the shade Angel Heart, and I'm gonna put this just right in the inner corner. This has more of like a pink green shift, but I find that it usually looks more pink than anything. Just a little bit right on the inner corner just to brighten things up a little bit. Time for the reveal, I guess. I'm gonna peel off this tape. Oh, how do people do that like on the daily? That hurt really badly. Okay, now with the tape off, I kind of love it. I think the hearts are definitely too neon for the rest of this look. So I am gonna take the Soph palette again and this liner brush. I'm gonna go back into this red called Extra Spice and, I don't know, try to stamp this over it. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, okay, I'm happy with that. I like that a lot. I'm really glad I did that. To go in for the rest of the makeup, I am actually gonna mix a few products. So I'm gonna mix this Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Glow Serum. I have never tried this, but it's a hydrating primer. I'm gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand, and then I'm gonna go in with one pump of my NYX concealer. I'm just gonna give that a little mix. The Danessa Myricks primer has a scent to it. It smells nice. I like the way it smells, but it kind of smells like Rich Lady, if that makes sense, like a little bit fruity. As you guys know, or maybe you don't, the NYX concealer is in my project pan, and I've been liking using this method of mixing in kind of like a glow booster or a glowy primer in with it to use it as a foundation. I think it works really well. I like the finish that it has, and it gives me an excuse to use up more of it. And then I'm just gonna take a little bit more, like not even a full pump, like a tiny bit more for my under eyes. Gonna go back in with that same brush that I used for foundation, which is the e.l.f. Complexion Duo brush, and then just tap this out. For concealer, I'm gonna use this Real Techniques 072 brush, just because I want it to be really pinpointed. For under eye powder, I'm going to go in with my Huda Beauty Easy Bake powder in the shade Cherry Blossom. I'm not a huge baking person, but I do really like this powder. It goes on really smoothly underneath the eyes. And I don't think it looks like too brightened where it looks odd, and it doesn't look too pink either. It just gives like a little bit of a flat look to it. Like it just makes everything seem flat under there. So I really like this powder. I have been using it quite a bit. I'm gonna go in with contour. This is a new contour to me. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Wand. This is in the shade Light Medium. And I'm gonna take this Real Techniques 70 brush to blend it out. This does blend out easily. This shade is really subtle on me, which honestly is a good thing. I feel like it doesn't look too harsh. I do feel like I look a little bit more snatched without it being like excessive. I do think that the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand can look a little bit like muddy on me if I'm not careful with it. I like the tone of that a lot. For blush, I have a few different options. I have my Westman Atelier blush in the shade Poppet, and then I have my Persona blush in the shade Bubble. Those are the tone differences. The Bubble is obviously a lot lighter and a lot more cool toned, but I think both of them are pretty. I think the Westman Atelier one fits the eye makeup a little bit better though, so I'm gonna go in with this one. Do a couple swipes on my cheek. I'm gonna go in with this Real Techniques 71 brush. It's just a stipple brush. I have actually really been liking these brushes from Real Techniques, this set specifically. They're really soft and I feel like they blend out everything really easily. You guys know I'm a heavy blush galley, so I'm gonna take a little bit more on the brush itself. To powder the rest of my face, I'm gonna go in with my Kosas Cloud Set. Not for any particular reason, just because, you know, I have a lot of powders in my collection and I'm trying to use them up, or at least one of them up, and this is the closest one I have to being used up. I do also want to make sure that I leave a little bit of glow. For powder bronzer, I'm gonna go in with my Victoria Beckham bronzing brick. Looks like this. I don't use this as much as I should, to be honest. I'm gonna grab a smaller fluffy brush. This is the ColourPop F30 brush, and I'm gonna do like a little mix of both of them and just bronze around my forehead, a little bit on my cheeks. Just enough to add some dimension, but not enough to look too bronzy. For blush, again, I have a few different options. You could probably guess what they are at this point. The first one, Persona Bubble. Always. The second one, Dior Rosy Glow in the shade 001 Pink. I think I am gonna go with the Dior. I'm gonna take this blush on the ColourPop F32 brush. Again, it's like a really small, fluffy brush. I'm just gonna pat this on top. For highlighter, I'm gonna go in with my Nabla Skin Glazing in the shade Privilege. It's like this kind of pinky gold, just a little bit on the high points. Okay, time for lips. I honestly don't want to do anything too intense for lips because I feel like I got a lot going on already. So I'm just going to line my lips with the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in the shade Soft Spoken. This is in my project pan, and this is a very close color to my natural lip color. And then I'm going to go in with this Kaja gloss. This is in the shade 04 Pink Drink. Alright, I'm going to step away to do my brows and mascara, and I will be right back. And that is the final look. I am really happy with the way this turned out. I think it's so cute. I think it's nice and colorful without being too much. For me personally, like, I feel like sometimes when I wear color eyeshadow, I don't feel like myself, and I feel like this still feels like something that I would just wear. I think it's so cute. I'm so happy with the way it turned out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe if you aren't already, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys!